I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Continuing with the topic of rhythm in this next section, on page 14 of the Discovering Music Theory for grade 1, we start off with a challenge, which is going to involve a little bit of revision, refreshing our memory on time signatures, and also just checking out our note values again. And so we're asked to match each of these rhythms with the correct time signature by connecting the boxes. And so first of all, we've got to find out how many beats there are each bar. And so we can see here that we have a quaver, which is a half a beat, plus a half a beat. A half plus a half gives us 1 beat. And then a crotchet is 1 beat, and another crotchet is 1 beat. So altogether we have 1, 2, 3 beats for that bar. Now this bar must be the same, but it's worth just checking. And so let's just do some maths to get some extra revision here. And so we know that a semiquaver is a quarter of a beat, and we know that 4 quarters makes a whole, so there's 1 beat. And then a minim is worth 2 beats, so 1 plus 2 is 3. And so each of these bars contains 3 beats. Now, if you remember from time signatures in the previous chapter, or of course you can just refer to the PDFs on my website and just turn to the relevant section about time signatures, you can double check there that a time signature, the top number tells us how many beats per bar, and the bottom number tells us what type of beat. And it's helpful to know that the number for crotchets is 4, because if you think of quarters, and a crotchet can also be known as a quarter note, but because we can see that the whole note, the semibreve, divides into 2 halves, which divides into 4 quarter notes. And so that's the American or kind of pop rock speak for crotchets. And so that's why the bottom number 4 means crotchet beats. But it's easy enough to remember that the bottom number 4 always refers to crotchet beats. And so 3 crotchet beats, whatever adds up to the same amount as 3 crotchet beats. And so we can connect these top 2 boxes. Let's see how many beats there are in this next one. So we know that a crotchet is 1 beat. We know that 4 quarters, 4 semiquavers gives us a beat. There's a whole beat. So 1 plus 1, there are 2 beats in that bar. Therefore, there should be 2 beats in this bar, but let's double check we've not made a mistake. So a half of a beat plus a half of a beat gives us 1, because quavers are half of a beat. And then there's a crotchet, so 1 plus 1 is 2. So we're looking for 2 beats per bar, each beat being a crotchet beat's worth. And so we can join to this one, which means that this box and this box should join together. But let's double check and let's use every opportunity to learn. And here's an opportunity to refresh your memory on common time. This time signature is another way, like a shorthand, quick way of writing 4/4. So if we've got everything right so far, the option available to us now is that there should be 4 beats per bar. Let's check that. So each bar should have the same number of beats, but this one looks like it's quicker and easier, so let's just double check. So we know that a minim is 2 beats. And we know that half plus a half is 1 beat each, and there's a beat as well. So 2, 3, 4, that's correct. And then let's just double check here, a one beat, do excuse my computer pinging. And then we have 4/4 makes a whole, and then a half plus a half gives us 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we know that we're correct in joining that up. So then, let's move on to this next little section here. And so we're going to look at grouping notes very briefly. Now, we discussed this very briefly last page, but let's just refresh our memories. We know that when a quaver is on its own, it has a little tail, or a semiquaver, when it's on its own, has a little tail. But when there are groups of them, we can join those tails together. And there are various rules, but the most important for now is that we beam these together to make anything that adds up to one crotchet beat, one full beat, is always joined together. And we can see a half plus a half is 1. 4/4 is 1. A quarter plus a quarter is a half, plus another half, we have 1, and the other way round. So a half, 2/4 makes a half, all together that gives us 1 beat. And so it's much easier to read that music instead of lots of little notes with all individual tails. And remember, we're writing music for somebody to potentially play it. And so we can see easily at a glance, 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat. And so that's one of the most often used rules in grouping notes, to join them together to show each new crotchet beat's worth. And so let's look at this next exercise, and that rule of beaming will help us out immensely here. So exercise 3 asks us to number the beats. So we've got a couple of jobs to do. First job is we've got to number the beats, and then we've got to complete the time signature for each melody. So we've got to complete this top number by finding out how many beats there are, and then we've got to number where each beat falls. So we've got 2 jobs to do. Let's look at the one that they've given us. So first of all, let's complete the time signature. So we can see that a crotchet is 1 beat, a crotchet is 1 beat, 1 plus 1 makes 2. We know that 4 semiquavers, if you think about it, 4/4 makes a whole, but now we can just see at a glance 1 beat. We know that that is 1 beat. We know that that is 1 beat. And a half plus a half makes a whole, and that just confirms that. So we've got 2 beats there. And we know that a minim is 2 beats, so that's that. And then we can see there's beat 1, there's beat 2, there's beat 1, there's beat 2. There's beat 1 and beat 2. It just holds. And we can see how different divisions of notes all fit in to this beat. So we've got beat 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we can see the rhythms that are occurring, and the beaming really helps us just keep track on where each beat falls. So let's try this next one. So we have 4/4. The semiquaver is a quarter of a beat, which we know gives us a whole beat. A half plus a half, 2 quavers, gives us a crotchet, which is a beat. There's another beat, there's a crotchet beat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 beats per bar. And now we're going to show where these beats fall. So here is beat 1, and then the beam, that's beat 1. Here's the next beam, that's where beat 2 falls. There's the second half of beat 2. Here's the start of beat 3. That's the second half of beat 3, and then this is where beat 4 falls. So perhaps have a go of the rest of these on your own. Just press pause and then you can re-access into the video at any point if you get stuck. Always write in pencil, and then it's okay if you go a little bit wrong. You can just erase it. And I'm hoping you've had a go of these, so let's check these answers together now. So first of all, we need to find how many beats there are in each of these bars. So we've got a crotchet, which is 1, another crotchet, that's another 1, 4 semiquavers. We can see they're all grouped together to show there's another beat. 4 quarters give us a whole, and then a half plus a half gives us another beat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should have 4 beats per bar. This one should be the same, but let's double check. We've not gone wrong in this bar. It's a good double check here. So a half plus a half is 1 beat. Now 2 quarters, if we just diagram this out, we can see that 2 quarters gives us a half a beat there, and then this last quaver is another half of a beat. So we can see all of that is 1 beat, and we know that as well because they're all beamed together to show 1 crotchet beat. And then here a minute is 2 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We know that we're correct. Let's just now show where each of these beats fall. So there's beat 1, there's beat 2, there's beat 3. This is the remaining 3 quarters of beat 3. Here is the start of beat 4. That's the remaining half of beat 4. We're back to beat 1 now. There's the second half of beat 1. There's beat 2. This is the remainder of beat 2. Here's beat 3 and beat 4. The note just keeps holding. And you'll notice that they're not always equally spaced sort of visually on the page, because beat 3, there's a few more notes going on here, so it just takes up a little bit more room in the bar. We try and space them as evenly as we can, so there's more of a gap between these crotchets than these semiquavers to show that there's a whole beat's distance, but we've just got a few more notes to fit in, so it's just going to take a little bit more space up on the page, as it were. That's just why we're not necessarily looking exactly equal, because there's a bit more business going on there. Let's look at the next one. So here on exercise D, we've got a half of a beat. Let's just diagram that out. A half of a beat here, that's a quaver. And then 2 quarters gives us 1, which we know because they're all beamed together. A half plus a half gives us a whole beat. So we have 2 beats per bar. Let's just double check that. We know that there are 4 quarters in 1. There's 1 beat, and we know that because they're all beamed together to show 1 crotchet beat. And there's our second crotchet beat. So there are 2 beats per bar. So here's the start of beat 1. Here's beat 2. That's the second half of beat 2. There's the end of the bar. Here's the start of beat 1. That's the rest, the remaining 3 quarters. There's beat 2. Let's carry on with this final one. So we know that half plus a half is 1. We've already done the working out here. We can see that 2 quarters and a half gives us a whole beat, and we know that is beamed together, and there's our final beat, crotchet on its own. So 1, 2, 3, so 3 beats per bar. Let's double check that. Half plus a half is 1, 4 quarters is 1, there's 1, 1, 2, 3. And now we'll show where each of these fall for each beat. Beat 1, that's the second half of beat 1. New beam to show a new beat. There's beat 2, there's beat 3, end of the bar. Beat 1, that's the second half of beat 1. Here's the start of beat 2. That's the remainder of beat 2, and then here is beat 3. And again, it just looks a bit further away because there's a few more note heads to fit in there. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.